Hey guys, Balisong Bros here, shooting another knife review. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say apologies for the terrible video and audio quality. This was shot on a phone. This was done in a hurry, so I didn't have my DSLR or my computer to edit this and all. So today we're going to be doing a quick overlook, not much of a review, but an overlook of a World War II US standard issue bayonet. This here is made by BM Co. I don't really remember what that stands for, but I'm sure it's the same company that the M3s, this is an M4 model because it was from World War II. The M3 model scabbards and bayonets were from World War I, made by the same manufacturer, and they looked relatively the same. However, most of the M3s, or at least the Imperial versions, had the bayonet, actually it wasn't the bayonet mounted, but the other end was actually bent forward. Obviously, I believe it's a 6.75, 6 3/4 inch blade. These were made for rapid production at the time, obviously, war times. So the steel is very basic. We'll go over the steel a little bit later, but I'm just going to give you a little look around here. Here's your grip. Back here we have the, looks to be a $sign and a 4 marking. That could be used as your hammer, obviously. And then this right here, camera's not focused, but that's your latch. And of course, your insert for the bayonet. And right here, can't see it probably, but it says the model number, which is USM4 ACC. Okay, so here's a little story about where this knife came from. Be my guest.
Okay, so this knife was my great uncle's, who was killed in World War II. He was shot down over the Adriatic Sea, and that was sent home with his effects.
Along with the sheath, both perfectly intact. Still see some sharpening on the blade. Doesn't look to be recent, so I'm going to say that was from back then. There's a slight amount of rust on it, very little. Obviously just some blade tarnish that happens within the steel, but mint condition. The handle is completely intact. Very nice knife. So now to talk about this blade and possibly how it was made so quickly and how it still holds up today, and also the handles, because let's admit it, stuff just ain't made like it used to be. So the blade itself, as I have already stated, overall length is 6 3/4 inches. Okay, bottom edge sharpened. It seems to be actually a rather low angle, which, you know, I'd say it's standard for an outdoor knife. Maybe just a little bit sharper. Spear point styled, and then this actually along the top here, obviously you have just the spine itself, but this is sharpened also, for the use of it being a bayonet, I'm guessing. This is about I don't know, a little bit over 3, maybe 3 3/4 inches. Okay, this is just a standard carbon steel from what I could find. They came either blued or parkerized. I don't remember how to say that. but this obviously isn't blue, so I'm gonna guess that's what it is. The handle is built off of leather washers. Some of them have started to form into each other, but you know, that's just from being under pressure. They're all intact, and none of them are rotting or anything. Very, very cool knife, lots of history. You know, just an artifact and a true masterpiece of engineering here, and obviously has a lot of meaning behind it. Also, these were manufactured, of course, during the 40s and also into the later 60s, actually, past the war. So many men had these. These were to fit your M1 styled rifles, and truly stands the test of time. Sheath, standard markings, USM8 BM Co., which would be the BM company that made these knives. The sheath itself is made out of, I believe, some plastic covered fabric. If I can get this in. The sheath is actually rather tight. Obviously, the end cap is steel, and obviously cloth, and then for your belt right there. So pretty cool knife. Very glad we got to do a little video on it, and hope to see you guys in the next video. If you are just watching this video on YouTube and you haven't already, go on and like, subscribe, head on over to our Facebook page, Balisong Bros. I'll put a link in the description most likely, or in the comments section, and like our page there, follow us. We have videos on all sorts of knives, and we also have a group linked to our page where any of you followers can share your own knives, thoughts, opinions, questions, etc. Alright, y'all have a great one.